Hello and welcome to another episode of History with Andy Akright. I'm Andy Akright. There are some videos I make of places that I think are interesting, that I think you might find interesting. But this video is about a place of solemnity, of prayer, of gratitude, of loss, of heroicism. I am at the Overland Park Fire Training Center, and I'm at the Overland Park 9/11 Memorial. Most people don't know that this is here, but it is a true treasure. In order to get here, you head down Antioch to 125th Street, turn east, go all the way down to a dead end, take a left, and go up to the Fire Training Center. Behind the piece of metal, that sacred piece of steel, you'll see one of the fire training buildings. Enter the 9/11 Memorial by walking across the granite flooring from the World Trade Center. This flooring was given here by the Prairie Fire Museum, and it was granite flooring from inside the World Trade Center. However, this flooring was actually part of the flooring that was used to fix tiles that were broken. So it was actually, stacked up and everything inside the buildings there to fix the tiles. So when the buildings came down, of course, they broke all the tiles, but the tiles to fix them were not. And here at this entrance, and the same at this entrance, they have pieces of that granite. This memorial has three goals: to honor, to educate, and to remember. To honor those who gave their lives, to remember those who gave their lives, to remember those who willing went in to save others. And it just so happens that here at the Overland Park Fire Training Center, they currently have a class of future heroes. So, as every firefighter comes to this center, they go past here and remember the sacrifice that those brethren were willing to give up, and the sacrifice that they might be asked to give at some day. The centerpiece of this memorial is a 14-foot tall, 2.5-ton piece of steel, standing upright as it did on September 11th and the days before. This particular piece of steel was on the first level underground plaza between the two towers, and it was in the fire control room. To honor, to remember, to educate. These four panels on the west side of the memorial each explain one of the crashes that happened on September 11th. Starting with Tower 1, then Tower 2, the Pentagon, and Shanksville United 93. The architecture firm SFS created something very special. This hole at the top of the steel artifact was used, they believe, to pull it out of the wreckage. But on September 11th, every year without fail, a shadow is cast from that sacred steel onto these panels. And at the exact time, a light shines through the hole at the top of the steel structure and onto the spot designated by these markers. Each marker representing the time in which an attack occurred. And to honor and remember those lives that are lost, this panel on the east side of the memorial has a quote from Virgil: "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." And on this are the names of every single one of the almost 3,000 people that died that day, September 11th, 2001. Listed alphabetically, all together, almost 3,000 names of those who left the world. We honor and we remember them. Here, to help remember, these three large panels have water running down them, representing the tears that have been shed for those who have been lost, and those who have been affected. The rough parts are to represent the soot, the dirt, the damage that was on people's faces and bodies. Seeing the dust and soot covering their faces as they walked away. Seeing those rough spots on their skin. The rough spots on these three panels represent the rough spots on those coming out of the building on 9/11. This 9/11 memorial in Overland Park, one of believed to be 500, is among one of the most prestigious. Not just a piece of the Trade Center, but a piece to educate, to honor, to remember. It's located at 1240 Hemlock in Overland Park, Kansas. And when you come, it's free of charge. Feel free to turn this dial 60 seconds, and then you can push play and hear about the memorial. While it is free of charge, donations are of course appreciated. This memorial was established completely by donation, and it is preserved by donation.